south of France, her restaurant had no equal.
Last night,
when talented chef Hassan Kadam and his family are forced to flee riot-torn Mumbai, they relocate to a picturesque village in the south of France. Their papa, played by Om Puri, comes up with the crazy idea of opening an Indian restaurant a mere 100 feet opposite a Michelin-starred French eatery owned by the formidable Madame Mallory. Helen Mirren essays the role of the frosty French restaurateur who is determined to shut down the Kadam's Maison Mumbai. As cultures clash, an all-out war escalates between the two establishments until Hassan's passion and talent for French cuisine begins to enchant Madame Mallory. This, along with Hassan's newfound friendship with the beautiful sous chef Marguerite, starts to build a bridge between the two cultures, and, despite their different tastes, they discover an unlikely recipe for success.
I will turn the heat up.
you don't know when enough is enough.
Enough of you!
Papa, relax.
What do you mean relax? Spoil the whole game. I can clean my own wall.
The outer wall is not your wall. I know, because I had a clever plan to have it built very high, so nobody could see your restaurant.
Madame Mallory knows in just one mouthful if a chef has the potential to be great.
Madam, I would like to make you an omelette.
You flatter me.
You seduce his mind with your tasteless sauces.
That is called subtlety of flavor. Why change a recipe that is 200 years old?
Maybe 200 years is long enough.
Well, firstly, this film is food pornography at its finest. I think if you're hungry, please have lunch or breakfast or dinner, whatever it is, the times of day for you, before you watch this movie. I also felt, Fahad, that it started off quite weirdly. You know, the Bombay shots where the vegetable seller is, talking in English. As it turns out, of course, all the French people are also talking in English. But somehow you just sort of get into the film, and it's an emotional experience of a very unique kind, I thought.
Absolutely, and I'm delighted that somebody like you, who I know has no interest in food, is saying such wonderful things about it already, because I was afraid you would diss it, for just being mere food pornography, because this film is so much more than that. It's a delightful, delectable film with all the ingredients to sort of really touch your heart in the right place. You've got phenomenal photography, picture postcard, scenery, phenomenal production design, great acting. Everything comes together so beautifully to make a really fluffy souffle, which suddenly somewhere starts to sort of fall on itself. The third part of the film, I thought, was kind of sort of dropping under its weight of its own gravitas at some point, but then eventually you're left with a smile on your face, and I think that's what matters.
But let's not forget the performances. There's Helen Mirren, who I think is the most regal, most noble personality to ever grace the big screen. She is the queen. Not just from her performances where she's played Queen Elizabeth I, she's played Queen Elizabeth II, both in television shows. She's played the Queen, of course, in the Queen. In fact, there is also a scene in the movie, if you recall, where they sort of pay tribute to her, and Om Puri tells her that, hey, you think you're the Queen? Well, she is the Queen, to be honest with you. There's Om Puri, who's done these marvelous roles before. He's played that immigrant, the typical immigrant in England, in East is East, which I thought is a very, very underrated film, a very lovely film based on Hanif Qureshi's novel of the same name. But look at that boy. The main character in the film, the protagonist, who is the chef that we're talking about. Any Indian actor would have given his right arm to play that key role in this excellent production produced by Steven Spielberg and Oprah Winfrey. And I think they just got the choice right. This boy, I think, is a very good combination of someone with drive, ambition, and a lot of innocence.
Well, I absolutely agree with you, but I'll tell you what is the problem with this sort of baggage of these amazing producers. I think the film, food goes hand in hand with passion and sex. And unfortunately, this is a very bland confection in that sense. It was too PG-13. I think it needed a lot more. You have France, you have passion. So
basically, Fahad, food pornography is not good enough for you. You need some pornography also. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Friday Double Bill.